All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to After the Island. I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Alex.
And we have Mike with us today.
Woo!
What's up?
Welcome. We are so excited to meet you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm so stoked to meet you guys too. I'm like a little fangirl. I'm a big fan from season 1. It's crazy.
So are we. Just saying to Mike before we recorded this, when they first showed the Casa Amor guys lineup, I was like, oh my gosh, Mike's my favorite. Like, everyone's going to love Mike. And his mom sent me a message and was like, yes, like rooting
So
Mike
cute.
Yeah, big mama's boy. She was so happy and excited for me. So I think she was more excited about it than I was, like when I found out. So
That's amazing.
That is
I was going to ask first, do you want to tell us like a little bit about your Casa Amor experience? Do we call it Casa Amor or do we just say the villa? I don't know.
I think there's a big divide between the two. Obviously, like we were like the villa. We rep the villa.
Yeah.
We can just call it the villa. But yeah, I mean, my experience was honestly amazing. Coming in, I didn't really know what to expect, but going in with those 4 other guys, like we literally made such a strong bond, like from the get, that like it just made everything so much easier. Like it was so funny. Like in the first scene, obviously, like when we come out and walk across the sun deck to meet the girls, we're on standby, behind the door, like waiting, and in that time period is probably like, I want to say like 10-15 minutes. Like we're just being little girls talking about, oh dude, you play baseball? No, I play baseball. What? You play baseball? What position? Center field. So like we literally just like made a bond so fast right off the bat. And then before we even walked out, we just had this like mentality, like we're going to go out there, we're going to kill it together. You know what I mean? And it's like, I think it really like showed, throughout that, 4 or 5 days. So yeah, it was awesome.
It definitely is a bonding experience coming in with the other guys. Being Casa Amor people, it is hard to come into the villa and kind of break in because you're trying to break that OG mentality kind of. But what we were saying, and a lot of people agreed with us on the show, was that the vibe between the villa and Casa Amor, completely different vibes.
Yeah.
You guys were so mature. You guys were ready like to settle down. It was just really good to see you guys being actual real life gentlemen to the girls.
Exactly.
Tell us a little bit about it, because I know that you guys made comments like, we're the guys you bring home to your mom. Like,
yeah, no, absolutely. No, I think it really just goes back to, I mean, all of us are older, you know what I mean? Like we've been through it. We've had our fun. I think coming in, like the mentality was, we're going to shake things up, but we're going to do it in a respectable way. And that was really important for us. And I think that really came through. And it was just the little things. Like we came in, like for us, like cooking breakfast for the girls was normal, right? Like that, like in our head, that's, like what we're supposed to do. And all the girls like, dude, like the boys would never, you know what I mean? It's the chivalry for me. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, okay, well, damn, it sounds like, like we really came in and like, we really made an impact, and we really bonded with them super fast. So it was really good. We had a lot of fun. Like, I think, at its core, we just really all wanted to connect, have fun, like, be free. And it really came out,
You guys looked like you had really good chemistry, like with the girls as a whole. Like it on camera, it just showed that you guys looked like you were having so much fun. It was like all just like natural, like a good time, good vibes. And I can't say it really showed the same over at Casa Amor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching it. It's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
We highlighted the differences. I'm sure a lot of it is due to editing, but
yeah, no, for sure, of course. Like there's always production involvement, but
yes, and we definitely were always on the villa side, if we do say so.
Love that.
There's a good Instagram poll that Love Island had, and it was like Team Casa or Team Villa, and I think Team Villa was like 90% of the votes.
Yeah. No, yeah, even the girls, like the whole time, they're like, we might as well just throw the whole house away, like, you know what I mean, like just replace them. Yeah, but yeah, it was really fun.
Okay, so we have a bunch of questions for you, so we're just gonna go right into them. So
Lay it on me, baby.
First question is, what's your favorite part in the villa? I'm gonna go with that means what was your favorite
Area
or experience in the villa?
Favorite. Okay. My favorite part of it, honestly, just the camaraderie that I built not only with the guys but the girls. Like we really went in there and just had a great time. Like right off the bat, there was no awkwardness. there's never a time where we felt like we had to press to do anything in terms of conversation and activities. Like we really just made a super good bond really fast. And like, that's, I think to me, what I really appreciated out of the whole experience. Like I really love the, you know, the relationships that I built. And I can honestly say out of those 9 people, I'm sure I can call them all friend outside of it. And I'm sure I'll see them again for sure. So that's my favorite part.
Love that. Right. Going right into what you just said.
Yeah.
A bunch of new relationships, new friendships. Who was your favorite person out of everyone that you met?
That's hard. I'll separate it by gender. For the guys, I think that's actually really hard. Honestly, I love all of them, and I can't really like pick out of the boys because like we were all so close. But if I would have to pick a boy, I'd probably say DeAndre, just because we're very similar. Like we're just really out there. We love to dance, and like, I think that really came out, and that's why like, you know, everyone loved us. So we're really similar. Like he's like, dude, or my mom was even like, yeah, you should make a show. You should make a show. You know, I mean, stuff like that. So we're like, all right, like let's go. But yeah, so probably DeAndre. But honestly, everyone was just equally unique and amazing. For the girls, I'll probably have to pick. It's a toss up. I think I'll say Justine and Sally. Justine, because I say that because we connected more on a deeper level. I don't think it was really shown too much, but she was honestly, yeah, an amazing person. Her values, her energy really kind of like drew me in, and I really appreciated that about her. And then Sally, literally, I think personally is like the female version of me. So like we really connected. Like she's so funny the whole time, and obviously she's from the Bay Area too, so we really connected on that end. But yeah, I would say yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, can we throw you back in for Sally?
I know.
I know. It's crazy to see now. But
it's funny that you mentioned the Justine thing, because that was one of the things that we highlighted on the show that don't normally get to see, that the kind of stuff that you guys were talking about on Love Island. Like we were so happy that she talked about her, you know, that she was part of like the Rwandan genocide. She was, I can't even think of the freaking word right now. Sorry. But like everything. And we heard about your mom. We heard about your family, just everything. We were like, this is finally the first real conversation that we're hearing. And it was so refreshing to hear you guys talk about it. You're like, oh my God, we love them.
Yeah. No, yeah, it was really great. Like, and like for me, it's crazy because like before the show, I never really had really had these conversations like that before. And so like the way that like I connected with her on that end, I was like, wow, like this is the kind of stuff that I really do need to be talking about in terms of finding a partner. So it was really, yeah, it was really eye-opening, and yeah, I appreciated it a lot for sure.
So going into it, I know they asked you on the episode, like if you had your eye on anyone, and you kind of said you were open to everyone. Did you actually have your eye on anyone?
Oh, of course that's a lie. Come on. You don't want to.
I knew it was, but I gotta know.
You don't want to give it away. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, honestly, looking back, I think that would have been the best play. Like obviously, like it's hard for us to come in and try to, you know, shake up an already previously started relationship. So I think it's really important to make it known that you have interest, just so they know, like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, like, I don't know. I didn't want to just give it away. I got nervous. I was like, oh, you're all gorgeous. I didn't want to single anyone out. But yeah, honestly, for me going in, Kirsten was one of my top ones. Just on like a, you know, like a look standpoint, and kind of like her story leading up, because we had similar ones. And then Justine was also on my list, just because like from what I had saw, she was an amazing person. And then Sally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Another question was, whatever happened with you and Kirsten? Because they don't really show it like play out.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think there was a physical attraction there at first, for sure. They showed a little bit, like we did kind of hit it off like that first night, but I don't know, we kind of just hit a wall. Like I wasn't really feeling, I feel like we both just weren't really feeling it, like in terms of like really getting past that, like getting to a deeper connection. She's a really cool girl, but I think what had happened was come day 2, I started really vibing with Justine, and then it kind of trailed off, and then everyone kind of was like, oh, okay, Mike and Justine are kind of more along the lines of that, like building a relationship, so it kind of just trailed off. But yeah, I think that's kind of what happened. Like, yeah, me and Justine just kind of started to hit it off a little bit deeper, and then it kind of just like went away. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Someone said, would you change anything about what you did during Casa Amor? Any actions, anything? Would you go after someone different? All that kind of stuff.
No, not really. I think I was really happy with kind of like what I portrayed in there. If anything, I'll probably be a little bit more aggressive. I feel like I didn't really, like, well, it's hard because in real life, I'm not that aggressive at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like in real life, I'm really just like laid back and kind of let things like gradually kind of grow. But obviously coming in, like we had a limited amount of time. And so I probably should have been a little more aggressive and open about how I felt about people and stuff like that. So if anything, I would have changed like my forwardness a little bit. And then also I definitely would have tried to connect with Selly on a deeper level. I feel like everyone kind of ruled her out. Like they're like, nope, she's super booed up, coupled up. Like there's no point in really trying to talk to her. And that's the mentality that I had. So I didn't really I didn't want to do a one-on-one or anything like that. And I kind of regret it, especially seeing, what's happening now. So.
Right. I know. We wish that you were still there. Shit.
Yeah.
It's getting to like meet you in here because it's like, I don't know why I think this, but like if I was like a caster, producer, or whatever, I would be like, oh my gosh, put him back in.
Yeah.
Like we see enough of this.
Yeah.
I'm so excited seeing it here, but I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, you're extremely well spoken and very hot.
Back in there. Yeah.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Yeah.
But it's actually really funny that you do say that because I feel like every person that goes into Casa Amor, I don't know if I say production, but like they think that the people they're sending in are going to be like super aggressive and all that stuff, but it's really hard. It's hard to do that when you go in, especially when you're on camera trying to like woo a girl. You're like, hey,
it's crazy. It's crazy.
And then you face two like getting pinned is the crazy if you really do go that route.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, it's always in the back of your mind, like, dang, like I don't want to be like super aggressive, like kind of sleazy, like you know what I mean, like.
Yeah.
It's a hard balance.
Yeah.
Someone said, were you upset when Justine didn't pick you?
No, not at all. Obviously, yeah, like for me, I vibed with her the deepest, and like it was honestly such a great conversation. It was a great time connecting with her, but I just knew like she's such a respectful person, and I knew that she was gonna go that route. She owed it to Caleb to give him a chance because it was really a short amount of time. And and she was straight up with me like in one of our conversations. She's like, she told me that she was like, yeah, like you're an amazing person. I think we would have really hit it off, and I really hope that you do somehow stay in here so we can kind of continue what we got going. But I do owe it to Caleb, and I respected it completely. And like I think you can see it on the camera, like when she was talking about it and like she shows him, I was like yep, accepted, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I was like, yeah, I almost got emotional too, like just to see her reaction when he came out. I was like, wow, I want that, you know what I mean? Like,
well, talking about the Casa coupling, I feel like that was probably the most dramatic episode of the season so far. I don't want to speak. But tell us a little bit about the vibe in the villa, because I know it gets a little weird when recoupling like starts to loop.
Yeah, it was night and day. Like the day the night that they had to make a decision, like they were not talking, eyes were to the ground, like not looking at us. And like me, I honestly knew the direction it was gonna go. I wasn't surprised by what happened. So going into it, like, cause like you have to be on standby and then they send you out. I'm over here dancing still. I'm like, like, having a good time and like trying to make everyone light. But you could just see on all the girls' faces, like they're just like, ugh, like we know, like we're gonna have to do this, and it sucks, and we love all of you, but like we have to make our decisions. So yeah, it was night and day. No, everyone's heads were down, they weren't speaking, and then here's my happy ass in the back, like, like it's good, guys. You know what I mean? Like I had fun, so there's no regrets. Yeah,
that's the most important part.
Yeah. I'm dying to ask you too, of the girls that were sent home that like didn't make it to Casa Amor, like would you think you would have connected with any of them, like Lauren, Rachel, Mercedes? I was okay. Wait,
I thought you were talking about Casa Amor girls.
There's the 3 Casa Amor girls, and then there's also like the 3 other girls that have been home.
Yeah. Honestly, I've actually been in contact with pretty much all of them. Faith and Mercedes, I just talked to them yesterday. They're super dope. Like we I love them. Like we kind of like just like exchanged, experiences, and like Faith was even like, yeah, like I'm forcing my friendship on you, like we're gonna be friends. I was like, okay, for sure.
I love it.
Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah, like so we're staying in contact. Like we're on like a phone basis. Like we can text each other whenever. Perfect. As far as like who do I think I'll connect with? Yeah, either one of them. People thought that Faith and I would be a good match. Mercedes is a dope person. Like I loved talking to her yesterday. And I've talked to Lauren too. So I mean, yeah. I mean, honestly, any one of them. Rachel was cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
We really loved. We talked to Mercedes like 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking wonderful girl. Like
yeah. She got definitely the bad end of the production stick, but
yeah,
for sure.
I had another question about, so going back to the Casa Amor recoupling and how, you know, like tense recouplings can be. We definitely felt how tense it was. How awkward was it when Connor walked in with the bear?
Oh my God, I don't even want to. That was nuts. I was like, geez, I felt so bad for the kid. But you just can tell he's such a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he was like kind of like giving a spiel and like saying like, oh, like, you know, I wish her the best. I was like, boy, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just felt bad for him. But honestly, like, you know, seeing the change that Mackenzie had with that short time with Jalen was really refreshing. Like, she really came out of her shell, and I really enjoyed getting to know her, and she was so much fun. So I mean, I wasn't mad at it. Like, obviously Connor's a great guy, he deserves the best, but I think Jalen brought out a side of Mackenzie that needed to be brought out for the show. So yeah, I didn't have a problem with that at all. But yeah, both ways.
We like loved the new Mackenzie that we saw when you guys came in. That's why we loved the villa so much more than Casa Amor, because you guys just completely changed the vibe. Like everyone was positive, everyone was having fun, everyone was like, let's shake our asses. Like it was so fun to watch, and I think it was so refreshing. So I do want to touch on what happened between Mackenzie and Jalen. Do you have any idea? Because we're a little thrown off.
It's just hard. Like, I mean, everyone has their opinions. Like, I've been talking about it with Pat and DeAndre a lot, and I mean, I don't want to put him on the spot or anything like that. I just feel like he just did what he had to do to get in.
Yeah.
I feel like he always had an attraction for Kirsten. I mean, honestly, all of us did. Like, coming in, we all kind of went around like, hey, like, who do you guys have your eye on? Literally everyone said Kirsten, especially because she was the one most vocal about being single. So of course we were all gonna go after her. But I think he just coming in, I don't know, had other people on his kind of priority list, but like he just went about it where it put him in the best, you know, position to get in.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, it sucks to see what's happening now. I feel like it's not looking good for him. I mean, that's and for me, that's one of my boys. Like, I went in with him, and I want him to shine and be the best person he can be on there. But yeah, it kind of sucks. I'm kind of not.
One more question about the Casa Amor reactions, because I have to know how you felt when Carrington first walked down single, and then Laurel followed. We were like, we were just like,
I was shooketh. Yeah, I was shook. I mean, it's like, that's unreal. It's like, even if it was like, I don't know if it was him or whatever production, but that's nuts. Like, come on, like, really? And like, I think you can see me and DeAndre's reaction. We were like, oh my God, is this happening? And then rewatching it, like seeing how Kirsten everyone got excited, and it was like, oh, this guy, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was nuts. That was but great TV.
Great TV. Kirsten literally is one of our favorite girls.
Yeah.
And we can just see that she is like, you know, she's a bad bitch. She says what she wants, but she also has like morals.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And she just is such a great person that I wish that she picked you.
I know.
At least you could stay in the villa.
I know. It's all good. I mean, and that's the thing I do regret, is I wish that I had made more of an effort to tell, like, hey, like, you're this amazing person. I know what you've been through in your previous relationships. My biggest thing for you is I don't want you to look dumb come recoupling. You know what I mean? Because I knew it was in the back of her head. You know what? I'm gonna make a stand. I'm gonna stand for him and just try to take that risk. And I wish I would have just made it clear, like, hey, like, you can still do that, but like, you know, just save yourself a little bit of the kind of like embarrassment or whatever you want to call it when it happened, because I knew it was gonna happen. So I wish I would have just made that more of a point. Like, I'm here for you. I get that you're still thinking about it, but I mean, just put yourself in the best position to be happy in the villa. You know what I mean? So
I think too, if that had happened, I feel like she would have gave you and her more of a chance after it too, and she would have been more open then to getting to know you more. I think she just needed kind of like the closure to be able to then move on. Okay, wait, I have one question too that I wanted to ask you. Of the guys in the villa that you like haven't met, or did you meet them? Like, who do you think you
in passing, like between like when I said my goodbyes, yeah, I met some of them.
Yeah. Who do you think you would have ended up being like friends with, like watching it and stuff?
Like throughout the whole show, or just like who was there at the time?
The whole show.
Probably Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He was so funny. He was the only one that was making me laugh, like watching him leading up. I was like, dude, I like this guy. I would really connect with him for sure. He's goofy, you know.
Oh my God, seeing both of you here, like fun, upbeat personality.
Yeah. So for sure him.
Yeah, we absolutely loved him. He's so great. Let's see. Oh, someone said, "What's your zodiac sign?"
Libra gang.
Oh. I love a Libra.
Nice. Yeah.
Wait, so that's coming up. When's your birthday?
Yeah.
October 11th.
Ooh, 11's my lucky number.
I like
Weird.
that. I was like, okay, wait, not including us. Who would you have coupled up with from season 1 if you had watched?
Probably Kirsten. She's from Christina. She's from Hayward. She's from Hayward. The Filipino one. She's like the only Filipino one.
Oh, Christina!
There you go. Sorry. Yeah,
iconic.
You guys would have vibed.
Yes.
Really well. Yeah. I love that. It's funny. I'm like glancing over at the questions, and half of them are like, "He's so cute." Like, tell him.
Not even a question.
Ask him if he's into Canadian girls.
Oh my God. I mean, yeah, cute's cute.
What's your favorite? Oh, this is actually a cool question, not about Love Island. What's your favorite Filipino food?
Oh, shoot, that's hard. It just depends on how hungry I am. Of course, classically, chicken adobo. That's the best. That's my grandma's favorite thing to make. And then lumpia. Everyone knows lumpias. That's super good. So yeah, they're probably those two.
So we didn't get to see like a master interview or anything for you either. What would you describe like your type of girl that you like go after as? Like, what do you look for in a girl?
Yeah, for a girl on a base level, definitely just someone that's outgoing, someone that can be a little goofy, someone that's kind of into fitness or at least willing to, because it's a big part of my life. Like I go to gym like every day, and then someone that says like good values and that's like family oriented. I'm really big on the family part. I love going to family parties and just like, just having a good time and laughing. So that's a real big thing for me. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, we love that. This is hilarious. Oh, no. Can Erin actually bake cakes?
I need to know.
He can. That dude can bake a cake. Like he does it for a living. Like.
Yeah, we saw it. It looks terrible.
I mean, he could do better than me. I couldn't do that. So yeah, I mean, he did it. Well, and plus, I'm pretty sure Moira helped on half of it. So maybe like the presentation wasn't that good. Yeah.
Got a little skewed.
Yeah, because he let her do a lot of the presentation. So don't blame. Yeah.
Probably tried to figure it got botched.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that. All of these are no question, but you're absolutely beautiful. Not a question, just nice face.
Love to hear it.
My mom just says he's hot. So I assume you're like up to date, still watching and stuff. Who are you rooting for right now?
Yeah.
Am I rooting for?
Yeah.
Oh, Justine and Caleb all day.
Yes.
That's my girl, man. She's just she deserves the world, and honestly, from what it looks like, I mean, she's on track to do it for sure. So,
I call it. They're winning. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I actually voted for Carrington and Laurel last night just because I feel like Justine and Caleb got so many votes, and they're like obviously myself.
Yeah.
Couple. So I was like, shoot, I need to give my other faves a vote too. It's like I gotta spread them out, but I like.
Yeah, I don't. That's hard. Yeah, I don't. Because I feel like all the couples as of recent are all just like jumbled up.
Yeah.
Like I know Erin is interested in Cher, so if they do get together, that's where my support will be for sure. And I love Erin. That's one of my favorite guys. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice to know because we don't see much of him.
Yeah, we couldn't get like a read on him because I feel like.
Well, yeah, I feel like we're very similar. Like he's just not like he's very chilled. Like he's not gonna be the overly out there personality. So if, you know, you kind of just like fall in the back burner in that sense. But
such an overly out there personality. We just don't see enough of it.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I mean, obviously it's like production, like in the production standpoint, if you don't have that narrative, like if you don't have that story that, oh, like he's connecting with, you know, a certain person, they can't really show it, you know what I mean? So I feel like all the stuff, like if they showed everything from that fight, like, oh my god, yeah, there's so much stuff. We had a great time. So yeah.
But someone asked, which girl intimidated you the most?
Intimidated. Shoot, that's hard. I think initially Mackenzie did, but then we got really close because like our beds are next to each other, and she was like literally one of my favorites. So she was like one of the bros. Like we talked about baseball every night, like who she dated. I was like, what, you dated him? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so she was really cool. So yeah, I think at first it was Mackenzie just based off what I was seeing on TV. But then I got to know her. I was like, oh, dude, you're awesome. Like you're amazing. So.
We're like low-key really rooting for Mackenzie. Yeah. Honestly, it's not even low-key, it's high-key.
Yeah, no, me too. I really think that like everything works out for her because she deserves it. She's an amazing person, and I hope that the show starts to really display her real personality.
Yeah, we kind of picked up on that a little, and we think too, like we really like Mackenzie. However, I do not think at this point she will find someone there, and I think maybe it's her time to head out, just because I don't think anyone there is for her. Too, the vibe is just off. Like I think she.
You guys need to be back in there.
Yeah.
I know, that's what everyone's saying. Like bring him back.
Sorry. Someone said what's the best boba place in San Jose?
Ooh, Pico.
Okay, you heard it.
Pico. It's open late too, so if you ever just like it's like 2 a.m. and you want freaking boba, just go to Pico.
That's amazing. 2 a.m. boba craving. Interesting.
Yeah.
Boba with the little balls in the bottom.
It's like milk tea with the little tapioca balls.
I know what it is. Yes.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
Okay, this is a good one. What are your go-to dance moves?
Ooh. Honestly, like I kind of just like I do like everything. Just it's kind of like what kind of music, whatever kind of music is playing, I can do pretty much anything, like Hispanic, whatever. But my go-to lead-in is kind of just like shoulders, just like kind of like get on beat. You know what I mean? Like one of those. And then I'm a shuffler. I love shuffling. So if there's like that type of music,
that's
I'll kill it. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah, that's hard.
Oh yeah, because I'm a big festival guy. Like
I want to see like TikToks of you and stuff.
Yeah.
You just started TikTok.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'll start posting it.
Is he available to get married tomorrow?
Can you dance?
Oh my god.
Do you have like a favorite like funny memory or just like a good memory that like stuck out from your time there?
Yeah, we were all sitting in the kitchen making breakfast, and then we were kind of talking about like what was going on, like recoupling and like what the other boys are doing. And then Sally and I started singing I don't wanna know if you're playing me, keep it on the low, and everyone started singing it. It was so funny. Yeah, it was really fun.
I love that. That's like something they would never be able to air.
Right.
Yeah.
That's super fun.
Those were basically all of the questions we got. So
that was basically like all the questions we had that people submitted. But if you had anything else you wanted to share with us, like upcoming projects you're working on, or like what's next for Mike?
Yeah, I mean, right now, like I just started work again, so that's always good. All my coworkers are giving me a hard time about it. But I guess for what's next, I mean, I would love to do something more that would kind of cater to more like my athletic ability. So like, something like the challenge would be dope. So I don't know. I'm just open to anything. Like this is like my first kind of like, thing in the industry. So I don't know. The sky's the limit.
Cool.
Yes.
Love
we need you to go on the challenge. Yes. That would be great.
All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in and listening to Mike answer all the awesome questions you guys submitted. He was awesome. Thank you so much, Mike, for coming on here. We really appreciate you taking the time.
Yes, thank you, Mike. Tune in, look for Mike's socials. We will link them below.
Yes.
And
like this video. Mike.
We will see you guys later.
Right,
thank you,
bye.
Mike.
Bye, guys.